Hello and welcome to Mississippi Coliseum here in Jackson, Mississippi, where tonight the Hattiesburg High School Lady Tigers will take on the Southaven High School Lady Chargers. Southaven comes in today's game with an overall record of 29-2. Hattiesburg comes in with a 20-2 overall record. I'm Graham Doty, joined alongside my partner tonight, former Danny Does It himself, former Ole Miss Rebel, David Sanders, who's very familiar playing in the playoffs and in championship games here at Mississippi Coliseum. Take you through the starting lineups tonight. First for Hattiesburg, Tiara Griffin is certainly a player to keep an eye on for Hattiesburg. Leads the team in scoring with 24 points a game. Behind her is Jonte Hughes, just a sophomore, averaging 7 points a game. Deja Jean-Pierre, a sophomore that's averaging 7 points and 4 rebounds a game. Jessica Wilson is a senior, averaging 9 points and 7 rebounds a game to round out the starting lineup for Hattiesburg. Now the starting lineup for the Southaven Lady Chargers. Olivia Cunningham is a sophomore that is averaging 13 points and 2 rebounds a game. Behind her is Alea Miller, just a junior, averaging 7 points and 6 rebounds a game. Number 23, Queen Hayes, just a sophomore, leads the Lady Chargers in points a game, 15 points and 4 rebounds a game. And to round out the starting five, Joanna Smith, a junior, averaging 13 points and 3 rebounds a game. And Jasmine Joyner, a junior, 9 points and 8 boards a game for Southaven. So just moments away from tip-off between Hattiesburg and Southaven, as we will take a quick break. Be right back with tip-off between the Lady Tigers and the Lady Chargers. You're watching the MHSAA Network.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the MHSAA network, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And welcome back. Just moments away between Hattiesburg and Southaven tipping off. The winner of this game will play for the state championship March the 3rd at 7 o'clock versus Forest Hill. Forest Hill won earlier today. So the winner of this game will play for the state championship. This is a Hattiesburg team. They went 15-10 last year. And on the flip side, Southaven went 19-5. And David, really kind of the storyline of this game for Hattiesburg, Tiara Griffin wasn't quite sure if she was going to even be eligible for this year. She transferred from Lawrence County to Hattiesburg. They ruled her ineligible, but she's been able to play, and she's having a fantastic year so far for Hattiesburg.
Well, yeah, she's playing great for the Lady Tigers. She had a little trouble there early on and lost a couple games there, but they were able to get her back on the floor, and when she's on the floor, she's one of the most dynamic players in the state of Mississippi. So it's great to have her back out here because the state of Mississippi needs to showcase this talent, and she is definitely one of the best talents we have here.
Absolutely. And what are the keys for tonight's contest going to be first for Hattiesburg?
Well, I think the key to the game for them is you got to get the ball in the hands of your best player, Tiara Griffin. You got to really let her do her thing. She's a good distributor. She scores the ball. And when you have a great player like that, kind of like the Houston Rockets back in the day when they had Akeem Olajuwon, you could play off of him and he would get easy shots for everyone else. So you got to really feed her the basketball because she's proven that she's one of the best players in the state. So you just really ride her.
And on the flip side, Southaven, what's going to be the key for them tonight?
The exact same thing. They got to find a way to stop Miss Tiara Griffin. If they do a good job on her and really limit her touches and try to really frustrate her, I've seen it so far in the tournament. You can have a chance to win.
Southaven wins the tip in the orange jerseys. Hattiesburg is in the white jerseys. Just underway here in the semifinals between Southaven and Hattiesburg. Southaven trying to work the ball around the perimeter. 3, right wing, no good by Hayes. And Hattiesburg comes down with the rebound. This is Griffin passing it off on the right wing. Hughes, top of the key, back to Griffin. Already committed and signed to go play at Georgia. for head coach Andy Landers, who's been there 33 years at Georgia.
And he's got a great one there.
There's a catch-and-shoot three made by Griffin. Comes out of the gates firing, 3-0, Hattiesburg.
Yeah, as you can see, you cannot give her an open attempt. She will knock them down.
So Southaven trying to answer. Work the ball on the left wing, and there's a catch-and-shoot three, and it's banked in from the left wing. So not how you exactly draw it up, but it falls in for Smith. Tied at 3. Griffin drives the lane up and under, no, too short, and Southaven comes down with the rebound. Look ahead to Cunningham. They don't have numbers. Cunningham's going to try to take it all the way herself, and she is bumped and fouled from behind, and it stays with Southaven.
Well, both teams come out and get an early 3 here. I think you're seeing both teams really can shoot the basketball, so it's going to be a defensive struggle here to see who can really get a stop.
Foul goes against Jean-Pierre, her first. There's a shot in the lane, no good, rebounded by Hattiesburg. That was Baldwin that snatched down the rebound. Tied at 3, just underway here. Winner of this game will play for the state championship March the 3rd. Driving left side baseline, tossing up a shot. No, that's Jean-Pierre. Tipped around, Southaven wins the rebound. Cunningham waiting for her teammates to come down, play offense with her. Right corner, driving to the hoop. Nothing there for Hayes. Passes free throw line, shot by Janer, no good. She gets it right back. Cunningham, and guarded against Hughes. Smith shot left wing, and she makes it. Southaven back in front by 2.
Southaven has come out really aggressive on offense, and both teams look to be pretty good shooting teams.
Southaven went with a little bit of pressure around midcourt. Hattiesburg breaks it. They're trying to answer. Trying to tie it or take the lead. There's a catch and shoot, a deep 3. Griffin, bullseye. That's her second 3. She's got all 6 points for Hattiesburg, showing why she's such a highly recruited player coming out of Hattiesburg High.
There's no substitute for shot making, and she can definitely make shots.
Slashing to the basket, high pass out of the reach of Smith. A turnover against Southaven, and it goes back to the Lady Tigers. Hattiesburg is coming off of a win over Forest Hill, 67-63. Southaven coming off a loss against Horn Lake. There's a shot, air ball. Got it quickly. That was Baldwin. And she'll pass it at the top of the key to Hughes. Another deep 3. Griffin, left wing, rims in and out, no. Rebounded by Southaven. There's a deep 3. She's showing off the range there, but here comes Southaven driving the lane. That's Cunningham. Count the basket, and she'll go to the line to try to complete an old-fashioned 3-point play for the Lady Chargers.
Yeah, right there, you see Tara Griffin coming down with what we call a heat check to see if I'm really as hot as I think I am right now. She missed that one, but they didn't do a good job of getting back on defense. They're going to do a better job of that.
Free throws up and in by Olivia Cunningham. Southaven in front, 8-6. There's a catch and shoot 3 left corner. No good by Jean-Pierre. Here comes the Lady Chargers. Poked away at midcourt. Turnover. Hattiesburg has it. Pushing it the other way. This is Hughes driving in the lane, and she's fouled when she went up with it. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2 for the Lady Tigers. First trip to the free throw line tonight for Hattiesburg. So early here in the first quarter, what have you liked that you've seen so far from these teams?
Well, one of the things that I've liked is what I knew I would see tonight, and that's the ability to knock down 3-point shots. Both teams shoot it real well early, and so it looks like it's going to be a really good game.
Catch and shoot 3 left corner, and this is Baldwin. And Hattiesburg is shooting lights out so far from 3-point territory. They're 3 of 5 from downtown.
That's what they do. They really stroke the basketball. They have supreme confidence in their ability to make 3-point shots.
There's a shot straight away by Joyner, no good. Rebounded by Hattiesburg, pushing it. They don't have numbers at the top of the key. This is Jean-Pierre in the lane, tosses it up, no. But she traveled with the basketball before she could get her shot off, turns it over, puts it back in the hands of Southaven. Hattiesburg in front by 1 point.
Hattiesburg is in a 1-3-1 zone here. They're trying to put some zone pressure on to see if they can get a couple stops here.
Head fake straight away, driving to the hoop. This is Hayes, tosses up a shot, no. And a jump ball call, tied up in the paint. That was Joyner, and Baldwin trying to battle for that rebound. Goes to Hattiesburg. This is Griffin. Griffin already with 6 points, a couple threes. So he's swinging it over high right side to Jean-Pierre.
Looks like both teams are in the 1-3-1 zone here.
There's another 3 attempt, left wing drilled by Hughes. And again, the 4th 3-pointer in this first quarter from Hattiesburg. Is that 1-3 zone trying to eliminate that outside shot a little bit?
Well, I think if I was playing a team that shoots it as well as Hattiesburg does, I don't think I would be playing a 1-3-1 zone because there's so many gaps in there. 1-3-1 is really for a team that you believe really can't shoot the ball that well.
There's a shot at the free throw line, circles the cylinder and falls in from Joyner. So what type of defense do you think you play for a team that shoots lights out as Griffin goes baseline and floater falls?
Well, you got to play man. You got to force them off their shots. You got to try to take charges on them, and you got to put some pressure on. You can't allow easy passes because the easier the pass, the easier the shot.
Hattiesburg's playing man-to-man. Low post, passes taken away by the Lady Tigers. Looking ahead on the left wing, the Hughes will shoot a 2. And she misses it short, rebounded by the Lady Chargers. Now they're coming the other way. This is Cunningham, one-on-one. She takes it herself and puts it up and in with the left hand. Nice move by Cunningham. She trims it to a 2-point Hattiesburg lead.
And both teams really scoring at a high level here. And it's going to be interesting to see which team steps up and gets some defensive stops.
There's a timeout called briefly on the floor. Now there will be a timeout called on the floor. What a great first quarter this has been. You said it. Not a lot of defense so far, kind of back and forth action between Hattiesburg and Southaven. But really, the story of this game has been Hattiesburg with a 3-point ball.
Yeah, they really shot the ball well here early. And really both teams have shot it pretty well. And the key to it is I think both teams are going to have to go to a man-to-man defense and force the other team to beat them going to the goal because it looks like both teams can really stroke the basketball here. You don't want to let them set up and really get going from the outside.
Absolutely. So we kind of talked about Tierra Griffin before this game started, but last year she played at Lawrence County and she made it all the way here for the state title game. And she transferred to Hattiesburg High School to go up to that higher level. And they said she was ineligible, just kind of just a weird, different situation. The MHSAA said her brother could play baseball. He was ruled eligible. She was ruled ineligible. And just kind of back and forth, but she's been able to play this season. And
yeah, I would never understand how 2 siblings from the same household, one ruled eligible and the other ruled ineligible. I'll never understand that. But the good thing about it is she's able to play here, and this is the biggest showcase we have in the state of Mississippi for basketball talent. So, she was unfazed by it. She's still signed a great scholarship to go to play for the University of Georgia.
One thing you kind of said, before this game started, you feel like the talent level, especially on the girls' side, has increased dramatically. There's a shot made by Jean-Pierre straight away. Hattiesburg back up by 4.
Just off the talent I've seen in this tournament alone, you can build a pretty good college basketball team here. So I think you'll see a lot of scouts here looking to get some of these players in this state. We saw a good game the other day from the Clemson girls. And a couple of the Buford girls really have good talent. I mean, and there's a lot of female talent in the state.
Under 2 minutes here in the first half. There's a fadeaway shot that's blocked in the paint by Southaven. Blocked by Joyner, but Hattiesburg gets it right back. Catch and shoot 3 left wing. This is Baldwin. Bullseye once again. Another 3 for Hattiesburg.
Do they even have a 2-point basket yet?
All 3s from Hattiesburg here in this first quarter. The free throw line driving to the hoop. That was Joyner. She was bumped and fouled. Driving to the basket. So for Hattiesburg, that'll be their team foul, their 4th. And the first foul against Kiera Banks of Hattiesburg. Southaven will inbound from the baseline immediately to Miller. Misses it, but the putback is put in by Joyner.
Southaven really has an advantage on the inside. Joyner's so long down there. She's already got a couple block shots.
She's 6'1", and she averages 6 blocks a game. There's a Shot from the baseline left side. No, but there's contact and a foul. That's Jean-Pierre, who was fouled for Hattiesburg.
Yeah, T.R. Griffin really showed her ball handling ability there right there on that play. She was getting a little pressure. She was able to do a couple moves and really back off the defense.
First free throw, no good by Jean-Pierre. A very good free throw shooter, 86% this season, but she misses that one there. Jean-Pierre averaging 7 points and 4 rebounds a game. Just a sophomore, one of 6 sophomores on this Hattiesburg team. Second free throw is up. Misses both of them. 86% free throw shooter, misses both of them there. But Hattiesburg still in front, 19-14, as this first quarter comes to 1:05 remaining. There's a shot in the lane, and it falls in. That's Hooks, her first bucket for the Lady Chargers. Trims it to a 3-point Hattiesburg lead.
Yeah, right there, she looked like she didn't really want to take that shot, but she ended up taking it and making it. She might want to start looking for more shots like that.
The free throw line, this is Richardson. Left wing to Hughes, back to Richardson. Low post to Wilson, puts it up, no, offensive rebound. Saved back in play, puts it back in the hands of Wilson. Left wing to Hughes, drives it, puts it up with the right hand, no, tipped around, there's a whistle, and it goes against Hattiesburg.
They get some good looks at the basket, but I think the problem is there's no three-point line down there, so they
is that
can't
the
make
problem? They can't make it from 2 feet out.
Yeah,
they can make a
exactly.
three-pointer. Part of the problem, though, is Jasmine Joyner, 6 blocks a game. That's ridiculous.
She's definitely working on her average here today.
So Southaven can cut it to 1 or tie this thing at 19 on this possession here. Winner of this game plays for the state championship on March 3rd. There's a 3 left wing, and we are tied at 19. 3 made by Smith.
I think she's got 2 or 3 three-pointers made as well.
Griffin, 2 seconds, 1 second, drives lane, puts it up, misses it too short. And what a great first quarter it was. Tied at 19 between Hattiesburg and Southaven. Want to remind you, if you're watching this game and you would like to buy it and have a copy of it, you can do that. All you have to do is go online to www.mishsaa.tv. Just go online, go to www.mishsaa.tv, and you can do that for all the games being played here at Mississippi Coliseum. We'll take a quick break as you're watching Southaven and Hattiesburg, as you're watching the MHSAA Network. Getting ready for the start of the second quarter. Take a look at some of these first quarter numbers for you. First for Southaven, Lady Chargers shot 57% from the field, 2 of 3 from three-point territory, 1 of 1 at the free throw line. And for Southaven, Hattiesburg is 5 of 7 from behind the arc. There's a turnover in the paint. Griffin with the steal, going the other way here for the Tigers.
So that means they're 2 for 11 from the 2-point.
Hughes catch and shoot a deep 3 straight away. Rims it in out, no good. Rebounded by Southaven. That was Joyner that got the rebound. She leads the Southaven team in rebounds. Driving to the hoop baseline, Hayes went up strong with it, drew contact, and she was fouled.
I think Southaven is doing a better job of getting to the basket and getting some fouls and making some easy shots. At some point, Hattiesburg is going to have to improve on their 2 for 11 start from inside the 3-point line to be able to give themselves a chance to win this game.
This is a Queen Hayes, the leading scorer for the Lady Chargers. 15 points a game and 4 rebounds. Makes the first free throw there. Kind of struggled this year at the foul line, just 57%. Southaven a perfect 2 of 2 today at the free throw line. Now make it 3 of 3. Hayes has, those are her first 2 points this afternoon. Southaven now leading 21-19. Hattiesburg trying to answer on this possession here. Griffin, who's got 8 points on the left wing. Double team, picks up a dribble. Low post, spinning in the lane, tossing up a shot. That's Baldwin, and it falls. Nice shot by Baldwin.
Really good play there. They ran a pick and roll for Tiara Griffin, and she was able to get the ball to the rolling basketball player, and she got the layup.
And there's a turnover in the left corner against Southaven. They're 6. It's Hattiesburg ball. Tied at 21. Winner of this game plays for the state championship on March 3rd at 7 o'clock against Forest Hill, who won earlier today. Griffin, who will play next year at the University of Georgia, launches one from the left corner, misses it too strong, and it will go back to Southaven. So she shows she is capable of missing a three-pointer.
Yeah, I was starting to wonder that.
She's got 8 points, though. We're just in the second quarter. This is Miller driving to the hoop, and she puts it up and in. Nice move for Miller, junior for Southaven.
That was a really nice, strong move to the basket there, and she was able to get the finish.
Baldwin floats it to Griffin, left corner. Back to Baldwin. Southaven looks like they're playing, switch to man-to-man. Poked around. Baldwin stays with it. Jean-Pierre. Catch and shoot by Baldwin. Too strong. Offensive rebound. Griffin goes up with it. She's fouled when she went up strong to the hoop.
Yeah, right there you gotta come up with that defensive rebound. They played about 30-35 seconds of good defense, and they were unable to get the rebound. That offensive rebound takes away all that good defense.
Foul goes against Jasmine Joyner, her second. She's got to be careful the rest of this first half here. Team foul number 5 against Southaven. Wilson will slow things down. Dribble over high right side. Trying to get it to Griffin, coming off the screen. Head fake, now she'll shoot a 3, and it's good. Unbelievable. Tiara Griffin now in double digits.
She is an amazing shooter. She came off the screen. She didn't like the first look she got, and she actually took a harder shot by taking the dribble back and knocking down the three-pointer.
Hayes passes it off. Right side jumper, no good. That was Compton. Ball bounces out of bounds in the left corner. And it looks like it stays with Southaven. Southaven will inbound in that left corner. This is Cunningham trying to find somebody. Puts it in the hands of Joyner. Calls up a wild running shot, misses it short. Tipped around in the right corner. Saved back in play by Hattiesburg. Here they come. 3-on-3, taking it all the way, putting it up and in. That's Baldwin. Took it all herself. Driving to the hoop again, that is Smith. Tipped around, no. Hattiesburg racing the other way. Hughes crosses midcourt. Top of the arc. Griffin thought about a deep 3. Spins, goes up and under, hits the bottom part of the glass. No, rebounded by Southaven. They're pushing the other way, going up, drawing contact. That's Cunningham. But it's an offensive foul. Nice play there by Hattiesburg to draw that charge.
Really nice play there by Baldwin. She acted as if she was going to go and pick up the other man, and she turned around real quick and took the charge there, and she was able to get the call.
As a coach, how satisfying is that? To know your players will be willing to draw that charge.
Oh, that's one of the things you love as a coach, because you know right there that's a very unselfish play. Anybody can come down, knock down shots, but it takes you giving up your body for the team to take a charge.
Jean-Pierre, high right side, puts it back in the hands of Hughes. Hattiesburg in front by 3, trying to add on to their lead here. Baldwin to Hughes. Hughes drives lane, teardrop shot, short, rebounded by Southaven. Smith with the rebound, bringing it up the floor. There's a lot of contact, trying to draw the charge. That time was Griffin. She doesn't get the call. And Southaven will be at the free throw line here.
I think that's a good call there. I don't think Griffin was set right there. She did a good job of getting down the floor, but the guard was able to sidestep her. Joanna Smith was able to sidestep her and get around her and able to get the call.
Joanna Smith, the junior, averaging 13 points and 3 rebounds a game. Is at the free throw line, 60% this year for the Lady Chargers. Misses the first one there, too short to the right. That was the first miss for Southaven at the foul line. Southaven coming off a tough loss against Horn Lake just a couple days ago, 49-44. As Smith makes the second free throw there. Hattiesburg with the ball, leading by 2. Hattiesburg coming off a nice win against Forest Hill, 67-63. Winner this game plays for the state championship.
Right now, Southaven has really picked up their pressure defense, and they've went into a man-to-man.
And right on cue, they force a turnover going the other way. That's Cunningham going up strong to the basket. She draws contact, and she's fouled. That is the 7th foul against Hattiesburg. Southaven will be shooting free throws the rest of the way here.
I think if Southaven can stick with this defense, this is how you want to guard Hattiesburg. You want to play man-to-man. You want to really force them to go to the basket because as you can see, everybody on the team is comfortable shooting three-pointers. So you want to make them do something they're not comfortable doing, and that's drive to the basket.
Free throw is missed by Cunningham. Cunningham 62%. She leads this Lady Chargers team in assists, 5 assists per game. She misses the second free throw as well. Hattiesburg trying to add on to their lead. Hughes directing traffic, top of the key. Nice entry pass in the paint to Griffin. She puts it up and in. Nice look from Hughes.
Griffin made a good use of the backdoor cut right there.
Hayes floats it in the paint to Miller. No, nothing going there. Here comes Hattiesburg. Griffin. Floater in the lane. No. Tipped out of bounds right underneath the goal off of Hattiesburg. It goes to Southaven.
I think Griffin had a teammate open there for the layup, but you can't fault her for taking that shot. It was a good look. She just didn't make it.
On the 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Southaven trying to cut into this Hattiesburg lead. There's a kickball to stay with Southaven. The Southaven team not used to losing 29-2 this season. Nice move by Cunningham. She inbounded the pass to Joyner, got it right back and put it up and in, almost uncontested there.
A lot of times that's who's going to be open on the inbounds play is the person that's taking the ball out because the defender always forgets about that person.
Left corner, Hattiesburg. This is Banks. Now tries to drive to the hoop, and she's fouled when she tried to shoot it. 5th foul against Southaven. And Banks is going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul goes against Miller, her first.
Somehow I don't think the Southaven fans would like the call.
First free throw by Banks, misses it too strong. 62%. Foul line shooter, averages 6 points and 3 rebounds a game.
I really feel like if Southaven can guard the three-point line really well, they have a chance. As you can see, Hattiesburg has done a poor job of making layups and free throws, which is really the reverse of what you normally see.
This is Smith. Takes it all the way for the Lady Chargers and puts it up and in. We're tied at 28. Hattiesburg trying to answer and regain the lead. Southaven has stepped it up on defense. Griffin, head fake, top of the key. Being guarded against Smith. Picks up a screen, stops at the free throw line, shoots it, misses it too strong. Offensive rebound is put up and in by Richardson. Right place, right time for Richardson. Smith drives baseline and floats it right around midcourt. Driving it to the hoop, that was Cunningham. Loses it, and again, Hattiesburg doesn't like the call at all, but it stays with Southaven. Cunningham will inbound. Wide open teammate, catch and shoot three, right corner, no. Jump ball call. That was an open look. Southaven just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, one of the few missed three-point shots we've seen in this game so far.
Back to Hattiesburg, leading by 2 with 1:30 remaining in this first half. Winner of this game plays for the state championship on March the 3rd. Pass is poked away by Hayes. Going to take it all the way herself. Lays it up and in. Nice play by Queen Hayes. She's got 112 steals this year, showing why there.
Wow. And like I said, I think it changed the complexion of the ball game when Southaven went to their man-to-man defense, and they're really getting out and denying the wings.
Griffin has it poked away. Out of bounds. He stays with Hattiesburg. Really tell, because you can see Griffin now starting to work a little bit more to try to get some buckets.
Yeah, Griffin is really not, she's not physically imposing at all. She can really stand to be you can put some pressure on, and look like she doesn't handle contact really well, so I would really keep a body on her.
Under a minute to play here in the first half between Hattiesburg and Southaven. Griffin drives it to the hoop, tosses up a shot, no, tipped around, out of bounds off of Hattiesburg, goes to Southaven.
I think Griffin is picking up her dribble too early in the lane, and she's taking a more difficult shot than she has to. It's one of the things she's going to have to work on the next level, because you really have to finish when you get a chance to get to the basket. These girls will be a lot taller in the SEC than they are here tonight. But like I said, she's still a really good player, but there's some things that she can actually improve on to make it even better.
How do you practice that there? Just in games, or do you do it in practice?
Well, what I do in my practice is, I have a player hold up a broom, or we get a dummy or something like that, and just hold it in the air and stand up under the basket and make people shoot over the top and get used to long hands down there, long arms, and you really have to concentrate on hitting that spot on the backboard or shooting that floater to really make that shot.
Southaven holding for the final shot here. This is Hayes in the lane, floater, no. Rebounded by Hattiesburg. Griffin, 1 second, will launch it from behind midcourt and hits the right side of the glass. But what a great first half this was. Tied at 30 between Hattiesburg and Southaven. We'll take a quick break as you're watching Hattiesburg and Southaven tied at 30 going into halftime. You're watching the MHSAA Network.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the MHSAA network, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Welcome back. Halftime between Southaven and Hattiesburg tied at 30. Graham Doty with David Sanders. And David, what did you like in the first half that you saw between these two teams?
Well, I really like how Tiara Griffin and the Lady Tigers came out and shot the ball well real early. But what I like more than that was the adjustments that Southaven made, switching from that 1-3-1 zone and going to a tight, denying man-to-man defense. They did a really good job of it, and I think they kind of got themselves back in the game with it. And they actually have a really good player themselves in Joanna Smith. She came out and she's done a good job of guarding Griffin and shot the ball really well on the other end as well.
Okay, what do you tell your team? You're tied at halftime at 30. First for Southaven. What are you telling the Lady Chargers?
Well, just tell them to really keep up the defensive intensity. They got a layup right there at the end of the half, getting out in the passing lanes and denying the basketball. And I think you just want to keep doing that and keep going to the basket strong. And like I said, you got to focus on Miss Griffin and keep the basketball out of her hand as much as possible.
What about Hattiesburg? What changes, if any, do you need to make?
Well, with Hattiesburg, they got to do a better job in their half-court sets of really setting good screens and doing a good job of getting Griffin open. A couple times she's come up open, she's knocking down shots, and so they got to do a better job of getting her open shots and playing off of her as well.
So once again, halftime here between Hattiesburg and Southaven, tied at 30. We will take another quick break and be right back. You're watching the MHSAA Network. Welcome back to Mississippi Coliseum. It's almost the start of the third quarter between Southaven and Hattiesburg, tied at 30 at halftime. The winner of this game will play for the state championship on March the 3rd against Forest Hill. Graham Doty along with David Sanders run through some of these halftime stats for you. First for Southaven. Southaven shot 12 of 25 so far from the floor for 48%. 4 assists for the Lady Chargers at the free throw line. Southaven 4 of 7. They have out-rebounded Hattiesburg so far 16 to 13, but Hattiesburg is winning the turnover battle 10 to 6, and Hattiesburg is shooting 12 of 32 from the floor for 38%. And at the free throw line, Hattiesburg has yet to make one. They are 0 of 4. And we talked about Tierra Griffin, leading scorer for Hattiesburg, averaging 24 points a game. In the first half, she had 13 points, and Alexi Baldwin had 10 points in the first half for Hattiesburg. Leading scorer is Joanna Smith for Southaven with 11. So getting ready for the start of the third quarter here between Hattiesburg and Southaven. Southaven will have the basketball to start this second half. Trying to go on the left wing to Smith, poked out of bounds by Baldwin of Hattiesburg. Cunningham will inbound, puts it to Smith. She loses it and it goes out of bounds again, and it stays with Southaven. Hattiesburg crowd didn't like that call. Lady Chargers trying to break this tie, and again they go to Smith. Smith floats it on the right wing. Out top of the key to Cunningham. To Joyner, low post in the paint, spinning, putting it up is Miller, gets it blocked from behind. Hattiesburg comes down with it, pushing it the other way. Bounce pass in the lane, too hot for Wilson to handle, goes out of bounds. Turnover against Hattiesburg, that is their 7th. They average only 9 turnovers a game. That's really good, but here comes Southaven. Driving to the hoop, putting it up is Miller. She is fouled. So the first foul of the second half goes against Hattiesburg.
I'll tell you what, Miller's really relentless going to the basket. She went in there last time, got a shot blocked. She was undeterred. She came back this time, went a little stronger, and got the call.
Southaven is 5 of 8 at the foul line. And for Miller, that is her 3rd point. I'll make it 4. She makes both free throws. She breaks the tie. Southaven back in front by 2. This is a Hattiesburg team. They shoot 40% from the floor, from behind the arc, 36% as a team this season. This is Wilson taking it to the hoop. Strong move, but she just misses it too short off the foot of Smith. Griffin dives on it. Hattiesburg stays with it. Driving to the hoop. This is Jean-Pierre. Shot is blocked. And here comes Southaven. That is why Joyner averages 6 blocks a game.
It's not a good idea to go in there and try to shoot the ball over her.
Timeout called by Southaven with 6:50 to go in the third quarter. Southaven still in front 32 to 30. So just underway here in the start of this second half. I know it's early, but have you noticed any changes so far in the style of play from either of these teams?
Well, it looks like Hattiesburg has started to pick up a little bit on defense and play a little extended defense, and I think it's played pretty well for them here early. They got a steal there that wasn't able to convert, but I think that's one of the things that they might want to do as well. Look at doing is come out of half-court defense and try to pick up and get a couple easy turnovers.
Coming out of this timeout, it'll be Southaven basketball. Joyner will throw it in play. Southaven trying to add on to their 2-point lead. Winner of this game plays for the state championship March the 3rd against Forest Hill. There's a pass to Joyner, catch and shoot, and she banks it in.
It's a really good high-low pass there. Joyner is making some good plays right now.
Deep 3, Griffin rims in and out, no. Offensive rebound, putting it up, no good. That was Wilson that got the rebound, tried to put it back. Southaven keeps it in play. Cunningham driving it to the lane. Her floater doesn't fall, but she is fouled. She'll go to the charity stripe to shoot 2 for the Lady Chargers.
Right now, they're just beating Hattiesburg to the point right now. They're getting down the floor faster, and they're getting to the goal and really looking to draw contact.
So Olivia Cunningham, who is tied for second on the team, averaging 13 points a game, makes the first free throw there. Cunningham, just a sophomore, one of 5 sophomores on the Southaven team, a 62% free throw shooter. Makes the second free throw as well. Biggest lead tonight for Southaven, up by 6. Griffin trying to cut that lead in half. He's got 13 points in the first half, has yet to score here in the second half. Hughes directing traffic. High left side. Passes it to Wilson, taking it to the hoop. Shot is blocked once again by Joyner. Here comes the Lady Chargers. They have numbers. 3-on-2. Taking it all the way herself. Blowing a layup as Smith. Put back isn't good by Miller, but she is fouled.
Yeah, right now, Southaven is playing with all the energy, and it looks like Hattiesburg has really dropped off here energy-wise. They're going to pick the level of play up on both ends right now.
That's the third foul against Alexi Baldwin. She's got to be careful. She has 10 points for Hattiesburg as the first free throw is too short by Miller. So already 3 team fouls against Hattiesburg here in the second half. Miller, 58% foul line shooter. She makes the second one there. 7-point Southaven lead. Griffin trying to get something going offensively here for the Lady Tigers. On the left wing, left elbow shot. She's bumped. She's fouled. Her shot misses short. But that's what scorers do, find a way to get to the free throw line.
Yeah, she's got to really assert herself here. The team is really getting down, and she's going to have to come out and make some plays to try to get them back in the ball game.
So Tierra Griffin, a senior, first team All-State last year when she averaged 30 points a game at Lawrence County, makes the first free throw there. She played in the title game last year for Lawrence County before transferring to Hattiesburg. She'll play her ball at Georgia next year for head coach Andy Landers. Makes the second free throw. Trims it to a 5-point Southaven lead. Smith in the lane. Tosses up a wild shot, but she banks it in.
Smith has done a good job of getting to the basket and really finishing around the rim. One of the things I think Hattiesburg has not done well here.
Talked about finishing a little earlier in this game. Smith finished there. Griffin, a bullet pass, no-look pass to Richardson. Just off of her fingertips, out of bounds. Southaven basketball. Nice look by Griffin. Richardson just couldn't hold on. Timeout called by Hattiesburg. Their head coach, Veronica Jackson, wants to talk things over. So 5:14 to go in the third quarter. Southaven in front, 39-32. Kind of a good back and forth game so far between Southaven and Hattiesburg. We are in for a good finish. You're certainly no stranger to this type of environment. Playing here in high school a couple times, as you said. You came away with a victory. You got a ring on your finger and everything. When's the last time you wore your championship ring?
Well, I actually had it in the truck tonight, and I thought about wearing it, but it's so heavy. I really like to wear it a whole lot. But it's definitely a thrill to get that state championship. When I was playing, they used to sit the gold ball right on that table over there by the announcer, and you could really see what you were playing for. And I think it's one of the things that kind of excited me during my senior year when I looked over there and saw this was my last chance to get my hands on a gold ball. I really picked it up to another notch. And so both of these teams are really playing for a chance to get that gold ball, and I know both of them understand the importance of that.
Absolutely. Southaven with the basketball coming out of this timeout. Southaven leading 39-32. Try to get it in the hands of Miller, and she's fouled.
Yeah, really bad foul there. I think you want to keep your composure right here if you're Hattiesburg. You're still in the game. You're down 7 with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. So it's a whole new game left to play.
Fourth team foul against Hattiesburg. Goes against Hughes. That is her second. Miller to Hayes, who leads his team in scoring. Smith driving it in the lane, tosses up a shot short, rebounded by Wilson of Hattiesburg. Under 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Griffin has it poked away, gets it back. Being guarded by Smith. Trying to get something going. Give and go, high pass to Wilson, off of her fingertips, out of bounds.
Yeah, right now I think Tiara Griffin has to understand that the big girls are not really good at catching those passes. You got to take a little bit off of it and kind of lead them to the basket a little bit more. You know, as a guard, when I was coming up playing, you know, I was taught that turnover right there is my turnover. I got to find a way to make a good enough pass that my big man can catch.
In traffic, that's Miller. Jump ball's called, and it goes to Hattiesburg. So 39-32, Southaven in front of Hattiesburg. Winner of this game plays for the state championship. Hattiesburg coming off a win against Forest Hill. Southaven coming off a loss against Horn Lake. Wilson to Griffin. Catch and shoot three left corner. No good. Rebounded by Southaven. Looking ahead, trying to get it to Barnes. She puts it up. Tips around, no. Whether that's Hayes. Gets it back in the left corner. Our teammates will come and join her. Hayes shoots it off the glass for two. Nice move by Hayes.
Nice looking shot by Hayes. She passed up a three-point shot, took a dribble and made a 15-foot bank shot. It was a great looking shot there.
Southaven in front by 9. Largest lead today. Griffin backs it out at the top of the circle. Being guarded by Smith. Trying to pick up screen. Picks up her dribble, passes to Wilson. Griffin is very frustrated. You can see it on her face as she's standing in the left corner.
Yeah, Smith has really played great defense on Griffin. She's bothering her. She's not letting her get easy shots. She's following her everywhere she goes. I think that's a good game plan.
A deep three, left wing airball by Griffin, and it goes back to Southaven.
And you can see the fatigue starting to show here on Griffin. She's working for everything she gets, and that's what you have to do against a good player. You got to really make her work for her shots. You got to force her to take bad shots.
Ever since Southaven switched to that man-to-man, it's been giving Griffin fits. Hayes hops in the lane, tosses up a floater short, but she is fouled. There's a nice strong move to the hoop from Hayes. She's kind of hopping. Looks like she is okay. Foul goes against Cynthia Richardson. Her second, team foul number 5 against Hattiesburg. So Queen Hayes, just a sophomore, leads his team in scoring, makes the first free throw there.
Yeah, I was watching her in warm-up. She can really struck the basketball. I don't think she had very many good looks yet, but there's a lot of game here left to play. Hattiesburg really has to watch out for her.
As a coach, that's got to be exciting that your leading scorer is just a sophomore.
Oh, yes, really something to look forward to. She's got a lot more developing to do, and she's a piece that you can definitely build a good team around.
She makes both free throws, and now Southaven in front 43-32. Largest lead tonight. Shot left elbow. Griffin short. Offensive rebound. Three left corner. Good. Jean-Pierre knocks down a three.
That was a big basket for Hattiesburg to stop the bleed now.
Cunningham splits the defenders. Going to take it all the way to the hoop. Misses. It's the right side of the glass. And she draws a foul as well. So she misses the shot and fouls a long way away from the basket.
I think she had a Queen Hayes wide open on the wing there. Coach gave her the infield there. You got to find your leading scorer right there for that kick-out shot. She just made one, and you want to try to get her going.
Second foul against Cunningham. Also the second team foul against Southaven. So 2:32 to go, third quarter. Southaven in front, 42-35. Griffin in the right corner to Ashman. In the lane, that's Banks. The slashing teammate Robinson, no. There's a whistle and a foul on the baseline against Southaven. That'll be the third team foul against the Lady Chargers. And the foul goes against Miller, her second. Top of the key. This is Jean-Pierre. Bounce pass to Griffin. Couldn't quite hang on to it. Turns it over. Southaven basketball.
I tell you what, I can tell by the NBA All-Star game that defense is really not valued a whole lot today, but I think we're seeing a great defensive game out of Joanna Smith right now. She's really frustrated T.R. Griffin here in the second half.
Left corner, wide open three. Hayes misses it. Rebounded by Hattiesburg. Jean-Pierre with the rebound. Brings it up the floor to Griffin. Catch and shoot three left corner. And that one's good. That's her first three since the first quarter. She's got 16 points.
That's one of the things I think they have to do is they got to try to get the ball up in transition and get Griffin open for shots like that, because right now in the half-court set, she just has no breathing room.
It's only the second made bucket in this third quarter for Hattiesburg. They were 1-7 prior to that. There's a shot in the lane, no, by Joyner, but she is fouled.
Yeah, good things happen when you get the ball inside. She made a good move there, and she came back to her over her left shoulder, and she was able to get the call.
So Joyner, really known for her defense, with a nice offensive move there, earned her trip to the free throw line. Misses too short on the first one there. Joyner, 62% at the free throw line this year. She averages 9 points and 8 rebounds a game. How'd you shoot at the free throw line? What was your percentage at Ole Miss?
I shot it pretty decent. I was around 75%, but I like to say I always make the ones that count.
That's all that matters, isn't it? Griffin, left elbow shot, too short, front of the rim, tipped out of bounds, off of Hattiesburg, goes to Southaven. You played with some pretty good shooters, though, Aaron Harper and Justin Reed.
Oh, yeah, we had a real good shooting team, and we were able to do some things at Ole Miss that hadn't been done before. Able to go to the Sweet 16, and we had a couple 20-win seasons.
Turnover, Griffin got the steal, and she puts it up and banks it in.
Seeing some full court pressure right here by Hattiesburg. They're trying to get back in this ball game.
They deflected again. Another steal. Griffin had it poked away from behind. Steal by Southaven. This is Cunningham. She doesn't have numbers. She's going to take it all the way. 1-on-4. She misses it. Rebounded by Hattiesburg. Launches it to Griffin. A lot of contact. No call. Southaven with the ball. Back to Cunningham. 2-on-2. And she takes it herself and puts it up and in.
Action is really picked up here. Both teams really fighting for this game.
37 seconds to play. Driving to the hoop, no foul there, a lot of contact, nothing doing for Jean-Pierre. Cunningham again, 2-on-1, takes it herself and puts it up and in. 48-40, Southaven in front of Hattiesburg, and Hattiesburg should hold for the final shot here in the third quarter. Griffin, left corner, will shoot a 2 and drains it. Nice shot by Griffin. And Southaven has it poked out of bounds in the right corner.
I don't think Griffin has had a break yet. She hasn't been at the game at all. Let's see how she handles this fatigue later on in the game.
She's tied right now, both hands on her hips. 2 seconds. Smith looks ahead, and this shot will not count if it goes. That was Hooks with that shot, but that is the final third quarter score. Southaven in front 48-42. Want to remind you, you can get all of these games. All you have to do is go online to www.MHSAA.TV. You can watch all of these games as well. You can watch all the basketball MHSAA championships on demand at MISSHSAA.TV. So getting ready for the start of the fourth quarter. Southaven in front 48-42 over Hattiesburg. Run through some of these numbers for you. First for Southaven, shooting 46% from the floor. From behind the arc, 2 of 6 is Southaven from three-point territory. And at the foul line, very good, 12 of 17. Leading scorer for Southaven has been Joanna Smith with 13 points, as is Olivia Cunningham with 13 as well. Now for Hattiesburg, 36% from the floor, 53% from three-point territory. And at the free throw line, Hattiesburg is just 2 of 6, but their leading scorer is Tier Griffin already with 22 points. She averages 25 a game.
Yeah, she's taking half of the team shots, and that's really what they depend on. They lean on her for most of the scoring.
Griffin is 8 of 21 so far. Cunningham with 13 points. Passes to Hayes. Hayes on a drive baseline. Passes it off. Hook shoots a 3. Misses it. And Hattiesburg comes down with the rebound. Bullet pass in the paint to Wilson. Puts it up and in, and she's fouled. Count the basket. Nice look from Baldwin.
Yeah, big time shot there. You got a big lift coming in with Alexi Baldwin coming off the bench with those fouls. She's back in the game, and she's another player that can kind of carry the scoring and the assist load with Tiara Griffin.
Jessica Wilson, a senior, 44% free throw shooter. She's signed to play basketball at Northwestern State next year. Misses that free throw, hit the right side of the glass. Rebounded by Southaven. Smith in the lane, passing it off to Hayes. Fadeaway shot, no. Rebounded by the Lady Tigers. Griffin got the rebound. She'll bring it up the floor herself. Looks ahead to Wilson. Wilson puts it up and in with the left hand. Hattiesburg, their offense is awakened here, and they get a turnover. Can they tie this thing at 48? With the turnover, Baldwin, no. Wilson got the offensive rebound, and she's fouled.
Yeah, they really picked up the pressure here Hattiesburg has, and it's paying off for them here. They're doing a better job of finishing around the rim.
There are a lot of Hattiesburg fans here, and they're starting to get on their feet, making some noise, and Southaven will call a timeout. So this time of the game, you can start to feel the momentum switch towards Hattiesburg. If you're Southaven, what do? You do have the lead. What do you do to continue to hold on to that lead?
Well, I think the main thing you have to do is you got to do a better job of handling the full court pressure by Hattiesburg. I think they've done a good job in the half court set when they can get the ball down and get to the basket, but you can't afford to turn the ball over here and let a Hattiesburg team that was struggling on offense get easy baskets, because this could be the very thing that get them back going.
What is it that Hattiesburg is doing on this run here? I mean, they were 2 free throws away from tying this thing at 48.
Well, like I said, they've been a beneficiary of some bad plays by Southaven with turnovers. And anytime you get out in transition, they're able to get a couple easy baskets. I know they got a transition 3 from T.R. Griffin, kind of got her back going. And Alexi Baldwin came in and got a transition pass down low to Jessica Wilson for an and one layup. So what they've done is getting out in transition and getting a lot of easy baskets, because they're struggling so much in the half court trying to score against that great man-to-man defense of Southaven.
So coming out of this timeout, Hattiesburg will be at the free throw line trying to tie this game at 48. Hattiesburg has struggled at the free throw line today. They are just 2 of 6. It'll be Jessica Wilson here. She has yet to attempt any free throws tonight. She's just 44% this season at the foul line. Wilson is a senior, 9 points and 7 rebounds a game. One of 7 seniors on this Hattiesburg team. Free throw is up and it's good.
Hattiesburg had a really good senior class last year. They had a good senior class the year before, and they have a good senior class this year. It's interesting to see what they have next year, because they're losing a lot of talent here these last 3 years.
And it also doesn't hurt to get a talent like Griffin to transfer to your school. Second free throw, no good by Wilson. Offensive rebound, Griffin picks up her dribble, left corner, passes it off to Baldwin. Griffin will get it right back. So Hattiesburg trying to take the lead here. Griffin in the left corner. She steps out of bounds. Not quite sure she knew exactly where she was on the floor, but that's a costly turnover against Hattiesburg.
Yeah, I think she over-dribbled there a little bit. She had a couple looks at a shot, but she didn't take it.
Hattiesburg again going with pressure right around midcourt. Southaven breaks it. Trying to float it to Smith in the left corner. It's deflected out of bounds off of Hattiesburg.
But they really picked up their defensive pressure. They're hustling. And right there, you had two Hattiesburg Lady Tigers at the ball at the same time. You'd rather have two than none.
Cunningham will inbound it in the left corner. Floats it to Joyner. Joyner puts up a shot short, but she is fouled.
Yeah, Joyner's really playing with a lot of emotion, a lot of passion. She's going to have to watch it here. That slamming that ball on the ground can sometimes be called a technical foul. So she's got to control her emotions and really just play solid.
So Southaven trying to make it a 3-point lead again. First free throw, no good, too short. This is actually Miller at the free throw line. Miller, a junior, 58% free throw shooter. Trying to make it a 2-point Lady Chargers lead. And she does. 49-47, Southaven in front. Griffin being guarded by Smith, top of the key, picks up a screen. Thought about a three. Passes it off to Hughes, swings it over, left wing the ball, and back to Hughes. Hughes is looking over to her left, looking at her head coach, Veronica Jackson. Taking it to the hoop. This is Ishman. Shot is blocked, and it dribbles out of bounds off of Hattiesburg. So once again, Jasmine Joyner gets another block, showing why she's got 6 a game.
Yeah, and Hattiesburg cannot handle the half-court defense of Southaven.
Cunningham in traffic, misses short, rebounded by Hattiesburg. Baldwin with the rebound. She has numbers, dumps it off to Wilson, who puts it up and in.
That's what they want to do. Get out in transition and get an easy bucket.
Tied at 49. Weaving her way through defenders. This is Hayes taking it all the way. No. Hattiesburg in with the rebound. Baldwin puts it in the hands of Hughes.
Well, the tie ball game here is really been a good, well-played game by both teams.
But you can tell the Hattiesburg defense has kicked it up a notch here in the second half. 3, Griffin, right corner, misses it too long. Rebounded by Cunningham of Southaven. She'll race up the floor. She's got 4 people around her, so she should have somebody open. Head fake, left corner, taking it to the hoop. That's Hayes. Misses long, offensive rebound, put back, no good by Miller. And Baldwin snags down the rebound for Hattiesburg. Griffin looks ahead to Wilson. Wilson couldn't quite hang on to the pass, tried to save it in play, but here comes Southaven. They have numbers, 4-on-2. Hayes puts up a shot, misses too short. Offensive rebound is put up and in by Miller. Timeout called by Hattiesburg, with Southaven in front once again, 51-49. This game coming down to the wire with 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Southaven in front by 2. As a coach here, what are you telling your team? This is obviously a very important game. You're going to play for the championship game if you win this. Close game, crowds into it.
Well, really, neither team is really deep. So what this timeout is right here, this is a rest timeout. You want to rest your team. You want to give them a chance to compose themselves and catch their breath, because both teams are really doing a good job of fighting to stay in the ball game. And for Hattiesburg, I think what you want to do is, T.L. Griffin has made a couple passes around the basket, and I think it's really from fatigue more than anything, where she's been off here, a little short here, and so really what you want to do is get her a rest and sit her down, because you can't afford to take her out of the game. Southaven, it's really nothing else they can do other than keep Hattiesburg out of transition, because their half-court defense has really been stifling.
It has indeed, but what a great game this has been so far. Southaven with the advantage right now, 51-49 it is. Lady Tigers basketball. Winner of this game plays for the state championship on March the 3rd right here at Mississippi Coliseum at 7 o'clock against Forest Hill, who won earlier today. So Hattiesburg can tie it or take the lead on this possession here. Man-to-man defense, Southaven. Hughes, high right side, puts it in the hands of Jean-Pierre to Griffin. Griffin being guarded by Smith. She shoots a wild shot, air ball from the right wing. Saved back in play by Hattiesburg. Low post to Griffin. and she's fouled from behind. Tough foul against Smith there. They were both battling for that ball.
Yeah, but they're really hustling right now. Both teams are really wanting to win this ball game. It's going to be an interesting last 4 minutes here.
6 fouls against Southaven. That's the second against Smith. Griffin off the inbounds pass, thought about pulling the trigger. Now she will. Air ball again, tried to save back in play by Jean-Pierre, but it goes back to Southaven. How much is it fatigue that's calling that, or that's causing that with a couple air balls by Griffin?
Yeah, it's definitely fatigue. Her legs are tired, and she only knows one thing, and that's going to basketball. But your body has to be along with you at this point. And right now, her legs looking really tired on the shot. This is what she really has to try to drive the basketball and get her teammates involved, or either get to the free throw line.
Foul is against Hattiesburg. That'll be the 3rd personal against Richardson. Team foul number 8. Miller drew the foul, misses the first free throw there. Circled the cylinder, just didn't fall down.
Yeah, I think this is a tough time to rest of Tiara Griffin right here. You have 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. You might want to get her a minute, maybe a minute and a half of rest and get her right back in there.
So Miller misses both of them. 3:45 to play. Southaven in front by 2. Leading scorer for Southaven is on the bench, just as David said. Jean-Pierre to Hughes. Somebody's got to step up here with Griffin on the bench for the Tigers. Southaven gets a turnover. It's 2-on-2 the other way. Now Huntingham will slow things down. Catch and shoot 3 left corner. Hayes. No, the ball is deflected. Hattiesburg comes up with it. Racing the other way. It's 4-on-2. They're not taking advantage of it just yet. There's a shot from the right side baseline. No good by Eastman. She gets it back and puts it up and in though.
Yeah, it's a really big play there. I think the rebound down low was lost, and they were able to get an easy basket there. That's a good basket for them late in this game.
Eastman is called with a foul at the top of the key. She's trying to take it from behind from Smith there. But she's charged with a foul, her second, team foul number 9 against Hattiesburg.
Yeah,
some big free throws coming up here.
That's a big call there for Southaven. They got bailed out there with a foul call. Now you have to step to the line and make the free throws.
Now Griffin is getting ready to come back in for Hattiesburg. She's sitting right in front of the scores table. Free throws up and in by Smith. 52-51, Southaven in front.
Yes, Griffin was able to get her about a minute of rest. I think it probably is going to help her here down the stretch.
How tricky is that as a coach to kind of manage one of your best players, how many minutes they play?
Well, I told my best player this year, look, I don't have any room for you over here on the bench, so you got to make sure you're in good shape. So you really want them to play every minute. That was one of the things I was able to do my senior year, but it can take a toll on you.
Baldwin hands it off to Griffin. 2:32 to go. Griffin shoots a left elbow, misses it too long. The ball's tipped in the right corner and out of bounds. Poked out of bounds by Southaven. So Hattiesburg catches a break, stays with them. Trying to regain the lead here.
Yeah, really good game here.
Baldwin picks up her dribble, puts it in the hands of Hughes. Griffin high right side to Baldwin. 3. Big time shot there by Baldwin. The assist from Griffin. Turnover. Hughes thought about pulling the trigger on the left wing, but it's a 2-point Hattiesburg lead.
Baldwin has really been the MVP of the second half. She came off the bench, she came off with energy, and she's made big plays for them all second half long.
Under 2 minutes to play. Crowd is on their feet from a Hattiesburg side. They brought a ton of people here. Hughes, a deep 3, misses it too long, rebounded by Southaven. Here we go. Southaven looks ahead to Smith. Smith left side baseline jumper, air mailed it. Rebounded by Hattiesburg. Hughes will push it the other way. 1:34 to play, 2-point lead. Griffin will pull the trigger, 3 left corner, rims in and out. No, that one would have been the dagger. There's a foul against Hattiesburg. Foul against Richardson.
Yeah, really bad foul right there. You fouled 92 feet from the basket, and If you give a team 2 free throws here, a chance to go down and tie the ball game up with no time running off the clock. It's really tough foul there. You really don't want to do that.
That is the 4th personal foul against Cynthia Richardson. And big free throws coming up here for Jasmine Joyner. 62% this year at the foul line. Makes the first one there. Cuts it to a 1-point Hattiesburg lead. Jean-Pierre comes back in for the Lady Tigers. She comes in for Ishman. Joyner's second free throw. She misses it too short. Rebounded by Hattiesburg. 1:24 to go. 1-point Hattiesburg lead. Griffin driving to the lane, tosses it up and banks it in.
That's a really tough shot there. Nice looking shot by Griffin. She shows like she's averaging 25 a game.
Big time players make big time shots in big time games, and that's exactly what Griffin did there. They could have milked the clock, but they didn't. Griffin went in attack mode and makes a big shot there. 3-point Hattiesburg lead, 1:18 to play. Each team still has plenty of timeouts. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. And if you're Southaven right here, what is your strategy? You gonna go for the quick 2, or you want to hold this thing and try to tie it?
Plenty of time left. You really want to go and get you a quick 2 here and probably pick up with your full court pressure. At this point in the game, it really takes true ball handlers to handle pressure because you got the weight of the whole school on your shoulders with any turnover you may have. So you really want to force them to turn the ball over here late and make big plays down the stretch.
Coming out of this timeout, Southaven basketball. 1:15 to play, 3-point Hattiesburg lead. The winner of this game will go to the championship game. There's a shot in the lane, airmailed, put back, no, tipped around. There's a foul in the paint. Goes against Hattiesburg. It's a tough foul against the Lady Tigers there. But Miller will be at the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Lady Chargers. These are some big free throws coming up here.
Oh yeah, it's huge free throws here to give a team two points on the board and be down by 1.
Misses short on the first one. Miller 58% foul line shooter. Gets words of encouragement by Hayes.
If you're Hattiesburg here, you have to have this rebound if she misses.
Hattiesburg fans on their feet making some noise. She misses both of them. The ball's tipped around, say back in play. And it's thrown out of bounds by Hayes, and it goes back to Hattiesburg. So a nice opportunity there for Southaven at the free throw line, try to get some points with the clock stop. They missed both of them. Now Hattiesburg has to get it in. A turnover. Trying to get it in the low post. The ball goes out of bounds off of Southaven, and it goes back to Hattiesburg. So Southaven had 2 nice opportunities there, and they come away empty-handed. They're going with pressure again. Baldwin puts it in the hands of Griffin. She's got 2 players around her. Picks up her dribble in the left corner. Timeout called by Hattiesburg. Smart timeout there by Veronica Johnson, the head coach for the Lady Tigers.
Oh, yes, she really saved the turnover there because this ref on this end had a turnover, but the ref down here was able to get the timeout before the pass was made. So what they have to do, they got to get somebody flashing in the middle, coming back to the ball to help Griffin there. And when they get it, they got to go and get down the court as quick as possible. If you got a chance to get a layup, you go get a layup. If not, you pull it back out and force them to foul.
So Hattiesburg with the basketball. 55 seconds ago, Lady Tigers leading Southaven by 3. So if you're Southaven, I mean, are you fouling the rest of the way here?
Yeah, at this point, you really got to, if you don't get a quick steal, you got to go ahead and foul to try to extend the game. You know, at some point you're going to have to foul anyway, so you might as well give yourself as much time as possible.
Baldwin will inbound. Hattiesburg lines up in a straight line at the top of the key. Baldwin trying to get it in the hands of Griffin. She floats it to her in traffic. Griffin was able to come away with it. Crosses midcourt. And now she will back things out. Southaven has to foul here. They want to have a chance. They're backing off right now There's a lot of contact. Turnover. Here comes Southaven taking it all the way. Is Hayes who puts it up and in and cuts it to a 1-point lead. Not what you want there for Hattiesburg at all. But 33 seconds to go. Hattiesburg still leading by 1 point. And they're with the basketball. Big time collision there. No call. Southaven got the steal. Took it all the way.
That's one of the reasons why I do not like that play, that weave play, because you give the defender a chance to really shoot the gap and get in there and steal the basketball. That's one of the toughest offenses to execute, I think, in basketball today. So it's really tough to run that weave. I really like to spread it out and try to pass the ball and cut. Right there, I think Tiara Griffin should have attacked right there. She maybe could have got a layup. It was a little bit too early to hold the ball, I think. And you see why, because Southaven was able to get a basket, and now they're able to set up the full court pressure.
So 1 point Hattiesburg lead, 33 seconds to play. Southaven on the floor, they're ready to go, and their head coach David Baldwin is trying to get them fired up.
I think what you do here is if they get it into Tiara Griffin, you don't want to foul her. You trap her real hard and force her to make a pass out of the trap. And the first pass out of the trap, if you don't get a steal, you want to go ahead and foul whoever that person is.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to foul Griffin, an 81% free throw shooter. Hattiesburg again lines up in a straight line. Now they scatter all over the place. Baldwin floats it to Griffin. She's trying to avoid everybody. She is bumped and fouled right around midcourt. So some big-time free throws coming up here for Griffin.
Oh, yeah, really big free throw. This is what she's wanted all year. She's on the biggest stage. And she have a chance right now to give her team a 3-point lead and hold on for this win here.
Foul goes against Hayes, her second. There's 29 seconds to play. Hattiesburg leading by 1 point. Griffin can make this a 3-point Lady Tigers lead. She makes the first one.
Really pressure free throws there. She knocked that one down just like she's in Dad's backyard.
So this Hattiesburg crowd has been making all kinds of noise. They are dead quiet right now. Trying to let Griffin concentrate. So making a 3-point Hattiesburg lead. She makes both of them. Clutch free throws from Griffin. 3-point Hattiesburg lead. Southaven trying to go to their leading scorer, Hayes. They do, and there's a timeout called on the floor. Called by Southaven. Their head coach, David Baldwin, wants to draw up a winner. Or do you go for two here? Or do you hold it, try to tie this game on the
Still
three
got
here?
plenty of time to go for two here. I think you want to force Hattiesburg to give you this ball game. So if you can get a two here and force them to get the ball in, and maybe get a quick turnover, you can win the game like that. But if you go for a three here and don't get the rebound, you're pretty much putting Tiara Griffin or one of the Lady Tigers back at the line with a chance to seal the ball game. So you want to extend this game as long as possible. They got to really be careful on this sideline inbounds right here. This is one of the toughest places to inbound the basketball. And so it's going to be interesting to see how the Lady Tigers come out and pressure on the sideline.
What makes this so tough to inbound from that position on the floor right there?
Well, really what you have a player coming at an angle that you never know if somebody's going to be chasing her or what.
There's Miller, hits it from the right elbow. Big time shot there from Miller. Cuts it to one, 18 seconds, 17 seconds. Floats it inbound, it was deflected, but there's a timeout called by Hattiesburg. So you said it, go for the quick two. They got it from Miller. 18 seconds to go. It's a 1-point Hattiesburg lead.
Well, still plenty of time left in this game. You still got time to go down and get a foul here and put them at the line and with a chance to come down and win the ball game if they were able to miss one, or even tie the ball game up with a three if they make them both.
Is there a point where you try to go for a turnover initially, and then if you don't get it, foul?
You still have time to get that. I would always try to get that first initial trap and not foul, because players really looking to be fouled at this point, and they don't know how to react when they don't get that foul, and sometimes you'll get a turnover there.
So 18 seconds to go. Hattiesburg with the basketball, leading by 1 point. The winner of this game will play for the state championship against Forest Hill on March the 3rd at 7 o'clock right here at Mississippi Coliseum. What a great game this has been. Each of these teams have 2 losses. They do not want to pick up their 3rd tonight. Baldwin will inbound for the Lady Tigers. Running the baseline, puts it in the hands of Griffin. Griffin, they don't foul her. She crosses midcourt. She's bumped, no call. 12 seconds, 11 seconds. She's basically running circles, and now she's fouled around midcourt by Hayes.
Yeah, I think right there they were trying to foul, and the refs didn't give them a call. And so they ran a couple extra seconds off, valuable seconds off the clock there. Let's see what happens at the free throw line here.
Each team is out of timeouts. And once again, Griffin, who just made 2 clutch free throws moments ago, back at the free throw line again to try to make this a 3-point Hattiesburg lead.
Oh, yeah.
Free throw is up. It's good. 2-point Hattiesburg lead.
She's definitely been clutch down here at the line. I think that's 3 for 3 in the last 30 or 40 seconds here.
So Griffin averages 24 points a game. She's over that tonight. So her 2nd free throw, she makes both of them. Ice water in the veins of Griffin. 3-point lead. Southaven needs a 3 to tie it. There's a 3. Right wing misses it too long. Chase down in the left rebound. One more chance. 3 by Smith. Tried to get it to fall. And Hattiesburg beats Southaven 60-57 in an unbelievable finish. Southaven had 2 good looks there. Couldn't get it to fall.
2 really good looks, and they had a chance to win. They had nothing to be ashamed of. They fought hard. They were outclassed tonight by a really good Hattiesburg team.
So Hattiesburg will play Forest Hill on March the 3rd for the 6A state championship. 7 o'clock tip-off there, and that should be an outstanding matchup as well. But we talked about Griffin this whole game, and she shows why she's going to the University of Georgia. She had well over 25 points tonight in leading her team to a victory 60-57, Hattiesburg over Southaven.
Yeah, really big win for the Hattiesburg Tigers. And I'm happy for them as well. Got a special connection with them. My brother is the principal of Hattiesburg High, so congratulations goes out to the Hattiesburg Lady Tigers.
Want to remind you, we have one more game tonight. That'll be the 6A boys once again. It'll be Gulfport and Jim Hill. The winner of that game will play Tupelo for the state championship on March the 3rd as well. So Gulfport and Jim Hill at 8 o'clock tip-off there. Don't go anywhere. You definitely want to watch that one. But once again, final score here, Hattiesburg beats Southaven 60-57. For my partner, David Sanders, I'm Graham Doty saying thanks for listening. You caught all of this action on the MHSAA Network.